in Southern California, home to 50,000 watts and an audience reach of 12 million listeners. KBLA Talk 1580 is a pioneer for Black audio content, including our groundbreaking $2 million climate justice campaign and the most loyal, influential audience. According to an independent research study by the polling firm Aviterus, for the second consecutive year, KBLA Talk 1580 is the most trustworthy, reliable, and credible news source for Black audiences and beyond in Southern California. Let KBLA Talk 1580 power your advertising dollars. Our omni-channel custom marketing solutions are specifically tailored to connect with your ideal target audience. We leverage audio, podcasts, streaming, digital, social media, and local activations to get your message out to the Black community. Get in touch with our advertising team today at advertising@KBLA1580.com. That's advertising at KBLA1580.com. KBLA 1580. We've got you Black.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does Black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Ahab was a wicked Israelite man who desired things that did not belong to him. And when he whined and cried about those things, his foreign wife, his Gentile wife, said, "Oh, don't worry, Ahab. Don't worry. I'm going to handle this for you." Jezebel was not a woman who was ruling over her man. Get it right, people. Stop using the word of Yah deceptively. Jezebel was a woman who was giving her man the wicked desires of his heart. When he coveted what another man had, Jezebel said, "Don't worry, I'm going to get that for you. I'm going to make sure that I get it for you. If I have to go and tell lies, and if I have to bring up false witnesses against this man whose land you want, I'm going to do that so that I can get my man what he wants. So I can get this wicked man what he wants." That was Jezebel's capacity. And another thing this Jezebel woman did, Jezebel were having the prophets of the Most High Yah slaughtered. Get it right, family, and stop using the word of Yah deceptively, because you will be held accountable for using his word deceptively, trying to deceive the minds and hearts of people, because most people will not study to understand the attributes of Jezebel and Ahab. Ahab was a lying, wicked, deceiving man, going against the work and the word of Yah. And his wife helped him to accomplish just that.
Come here now. I gotta grab you by your backpack as you run out the door. Hold on. This just made me think the most horrible thought. So what about those mothers who defend their sons? I remember this when I was a kid. They defended their sons knowing they was out in the streets doing dirt, selling work. They would lie for their sons. They would hide the money. Ooh, is that a Jezebelic spirit? You know he wasn't no good. You know he out there doing dirt. And you will defend him. You will take up for him. Is that a Jezebelic spirit? Is that why Big Mama said, your money no good here, boy, because I know where it's from. Don't bring that dirty money in this house. Come on, my dear. Come on. Come on, Big Mama. Let me buy you a new couch. I don't want it. And this spirit dominates the church. Let's not act brand new. Reading the book don't cleanse your soul. You do. Uh-oh. What? Hearing the word doesn't cleanse your soul. You do. Right? I remember as a young Christian boy, they said, you have to give yourself to Christ. You have to surrender yourself to Christ. You got to bend the knee to Christ. You got to capitulate. When I was a child, you got to give yourself over. And as a young boy, hey, what do you mean? Do you understand? I had to grow up to find out the answer. You got to give up that ego. You have to give up that ego. And I believe as long as the ego is in charge, you can either be the first lady or the pastor, right, of your own sanctuary that you either lift up or condemn. I know people don't want to hear me put it that way. I know people don't want me to say it that way. But don't be the first lady of the relationship and operate in the Jezebelic spirit. The concept of the first lady in modern relationships, akin to the Jezebel archetype, highlights the dynamics of power and control that can exist within intimate connections. The imbalance of power and authority, coupled with a lack of accountability and self-awareness, can lead to a distortion of healthy relationship dynamics. When one partner enables unproductive habits, communication styles, or lifestyle choices of the other, it can hinder personal growth, authenticity, and emotional intimacy within the relationship. A lot of people out there trying to live that first lady life, the soft life. Is that an extension of the Jezebelic spirit? 1-800-920-1580. We on fire tonight. Dustin from Baltimore, I need to hear from you. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
How you doing tonight, boss?
Man, I'm alive and well. What are your thoughts, my friend?
Whew, this is deep. Because this is deep. This spans. I think one thing I know is that those people, they're not really easy to spot because of the time it takes to get that off. Like that's a person that got to get close to you, and they get you different. That's the kind of person that accepts you just to say, like, I was there for you.
Say more.
You gotta learn to spot. You gotta learn to spot the difference between like a potential partner and a survivor.
I'm hearing
There's people out there. There's people out here that are really close to us, and because of what we think is love, we disregard the trail of burned bridges. If you know what I'm saying.
Keep going. I'm listening. Come on, man. Keep going.
That's real. I think that a lot of people like a good heart to get you killed. Trust me, it really will. It takes something to happen to see that. I think it was I wish it was another way to see that instead of having to go through like the court system or something. Because I'm telling you, this is deep. But that's the one thing I think it is. I think it's harder to spot a survivor than it is to spot a partner.
Man, I appreciate the insight, brother. Thank you so much for reaching out to the Voice of Reason. Guess what you just did?
Put Baltimore in the building.
Baltimore, Maryland in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, where LA at? Come on, let's get it. 1-800-920-1580. I got room. Let me get Nikki from the SIP. Nikki, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Yikes. 2 nights in a row. Man, what we need to pay attention to, fam. Jezebel, the scripture says that Jezebel used 2 scoundrels to smear the neighbor's reputation. Neighbor's name was Nebo. 2 scoundrels to smear his reputation to the point where he was stoned to death so her husband could have the vineyard.
Wait.
That's the thing he wanted.
Hold on, Nikki. I'm not finna let you do this to me, right? Smear?
Smeared.
So
Besmirched his character.
So that's like
to the point that they stoned him to death.
So that's like wait. Wait, hold on one second. I'm gonna give you your space. But that's like somebody posting something online about you, negative stuff about you online, even after they promised that they never would. Okay, you finished. Now let me move back.
That's what I was doing last night. Now you in there. The Bible says it. 1 Kings 21, 1 through 16. Scoundrels were used to disparage the neighbor's character. So they killed him. So her husband could get the thing he wanted, which was his vineyard. Hello?
Is that Christ-like to smear? I just wanted to ask.
Now that little female Satan clause, this lady destroyed a whole nation of Israel for decades with her behavior. Remember, the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. What does he use? Deception and distraction. That Adam and Eve thing, the approach is what you're missing. We all pointing fingers at who did it. Well, it doesn't happen until he ate the apple, but she was the one talking to the serpent. It's the approach that you're missing.
Go in deeper. Explain that to us.
See, it's like Ursula was talking about with the church lady. That's the one you don't see coming because that's the least likely place you're looking for. Deception and distraction works that way. Rarely does the devil march right up to you and kill you face to face. Rarely. It is usually the round the way approach. And he will use whatever scoundrels, male or female, to accomplish that goal. The part that's significant about the Jezebel, the end of her story, was she was torn apart and eaten by dogs. Let's keep it a book.
That's the end of her story?
Yep.
Wait, Jezebel was torn apart
and eaten by dogs.
Wow.
Because of that spirit, this spirited woman had Ahab's son's generation cursed. Now you going to the next generation with doing the bidding of. That's why it's important for us to keep us in check. You got to be around the right people. You got to keep yourself and you 100. That's why I asked you last night, had you let it go? Because emotion is a way for the Satan clause to hold us. And that's a test that he will use to see if he still has a hold on you, sir or ma'am. If he can get that response from you emotionally, he still has you. He don't have to switch, don't have to get no new tactics, can stay right here with the ones we have because it's still working. But when you go to the altar, you go to see the imam, you get anointed, you done fasted. That's why I told you last night. Once you repent,
it's over with.
Give it over.
Yeah.
Confess. That's a wrap. We ain't going back. Stay out of Nazareth.
Stay out of Nazareth. Don't go back over there.
What you doing over there? That's why Big Mama would say, oh, no, you can't bring that money in here.
No, you can't.
Because that money got the whole nation of Israel cursed for decades. That got the next generation of children cursed. When we won't be honest, not just weakness. It's not just weakness. But we want what we want. Mm-hmm. And when we do not grow up in the place where we can honestly deal with ourselves with what the desire is. It's not always sex, but sometimes. Sometimes it's stuff like vineyards. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cars and houses and accolades even. Mm-hmm. And education, perhaps. Mm-hmm. When we can't be honest with ourselves about what that it is, that's why I asked you last night, okay, where does that guilt thing live? Mm-hmm. Because wherever in you it lives, that's where you need to go and kill it.
That's right.
Because this Jezebel spirit gets you killed. Mm. It kills. We have to remember, whatever God you serve, the Satan spirits have already seen the promise for you. Mm-hmm. If they come to kill, steal, and destroy, they want to stop you from getting to the promise. Delay.
Keep going. Yes.
Hinder.
Keep going.
So they keep sending these messages through the way of the Jezebel spirit, who will work through the least amount of resistance. They're not going up the hard hill. Mm-hmm. The serpent talked to the chick because the chick had the dude's ear. The dude had the ear of God. He didn't march right up to Adam and say, eat this right here and this all over. No, he didn't do that. It's not a pointing fingers, it's the approach. And we sometimes miss the approach because it looks like the girl in the Matrix or the dude in the Matrix.
The girl in the red dress.
Oh, come on, man.
Nikki, guess what you just did, love?
I brought the SIP in the building. I love you all.
Oh, we love you. Nikki from the SIP. She gonna always give us a sermon. I appreciate the fire. When we come forward, we gonna stay in the South. We going down to Jacksonville.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that we keep us safe. Pro Football Hall of Famer and urban peace pioneer Jim Brown believed in just that. So he founded the Amera I Can Foundation for Social Change in 1988, focusing on at-risk and high-risk youth in underserved schools and juvenile detention facilities, as well as adult incarceration and reentry initiatives. The core of the Amera I Can program is its 15-chapter life skills curriculum. Mastery of these skills allows individuals to meet their academic potential, conform their behavior to acceptable societal standards, and improve the quality of their lives by equipping them with what they need to confidently and successfully contribute to society. Today, the foundation is led by its president, Monique Brown, who has been actively involved in the organization for more than 25 years. The Amera I Can Foundation continues its work in memory of its founder, actor, philanthropist, and NFL legend Jim Brown. To get involved or make a donation, please visit AmeriICanCommunity.partners. That's AmeriICanCommunity.partners. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580, home of the 2024 Climate Justice Campaign.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
KBLA delegation, listen up! Not feeling yourself lately? Has your weight loss dreams, have they turned into a weight gain nightmare? Have you been chasing those 20 pounds for the last 20 years? Then it's time for D-Herbs. D-Herbs Full Body Cleanse is a natural cleansing regimen that can help you lose 20 pounds in 20 days. The Full Body Cleanse will also boost your immune system and improve your digestion with summer just right around the corner. Stop chasing the 20-pound weight loss and propel yourself into a healthier lifestyle. To reboot your system and lose those 20 pounds, just go to dherbs.com and order your full body cleanse or call 866-434-3727. Mention KBLA 1580 and get 10% off your order. dherbs.com. Experience healing.
You know you want some more. More. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Driver on at the partition, please. Driver on at the partition, please. I don't need you seeing Yonsei on her knees. Took 45 minutes to get all dressed up. We ain't even gonna make it to this club. Now my mascara running red, lipstick smudge. Oh, he's so honey, yeah, he want to. He popped on my buttons and he ripped my blouse. He monocolor whiskey all on my gown. Water daddy didn't bring the towel. Oh, baby, I slow it down. Took 45 minutes to get all dressed up. And we ain't even gonna make it to this club. Take all of me. I just wanna be the girl you like. The kind of girl you like. Take all of me. I just wanna be the girl you like. The kind of girl you like is right here.
Hey, Tony guys here. Now listen, I want to talk to you about detecting a Jezebel spirit. And now, how you going to know a Jezebel spirit? What you have to realize about this spirit, now it happens in different ways, okay? It's different ways that this spirit inhabits a person. But what you have to realize is that it really can only reside inside of someone who has unhealed trauma. That's where a Jezebel spirit is nourished and flourishes. So what you will notice about a Jezebel spirit is a Jezebel spirit will be in opposition to the Holy Spirit. So when someone is...
The Jezebel spirit is in opposition to the Holy Spirit. Why? You know why? I'm going to give this to Tony, because he ain't finna say it. No disrespect to Tony. I love the brother. First off, your wounds are... If your life is a television show, your wounds are the script writers. They are a part of your character, your persona, as Carl Jung would say. Persona, personality, same word. It means mask from the Greek and Latin, right? Your wounds help cultivate the mask you wear. I heard somebody say it out their own mouth. I'm a city slicker. These Southern girls down here don't know how to keep a man. That is a program. That's manipulation. I know how to maneuver and get what I need out of this dude. That's a Jezebelic spirit. It was said to me now. Am I supposed to pull that back and go, nah, that's not what it means? Do you see? We are all wounded. We're all hurt in some kind of way, right? And as Tony is breaking down, unhealed wounds have too much authority in our spirit, too much say-so in the spirit, and they dictate who you think you are. And it's going to make you a manipulator in relationships. Because you're going to feel in certain moments, oh, this is people please moment. Oh, in other moments, this is I have to softly but adroitly reprimand moment. But not so much to where it undoes, all of the work that I have laid down before. Do you see? That's manipulation. When you're a real person, you don't give a damn about the work you done already did if you gonna stand up and say, I gotta question you on this. But if you've been a people pleaser, that means the wounds are in charge. If you've omitted information, that means the wounds are in charge. Right? And if the wounds are in charge, it's not a huge leap to say that you embody a Jezebelic spirit. And remember, this is a genderless spirit. It can inhabit men and women. I've had moments of the Jezebelic spirit out of fear. Let me try to manipulate this situation. Let me try to control this situation. Do you understand? Go ahead, let's go back to that clip.
Spirit will be in opposition to the Holy Spirit. So when someone is living a righteous lifestyle, meaning that they are seeking the face of God and they want to live pure and they want to live holy, they want to live righteous, and they want to be in right standing with God, that is going to greatly offend and trigger and alarm a Jezebel spirit. A Jezebel spirit will try to condemn, will try to control, and or try to change someone who is allowing the Holy Spirit to reside in them. So here's the thing. This is what you got to understand. A Jezebel spirit wants you to be in opposition of God. So if you are abstaining from sex, a Jezebel spirit will try to tell you that abstinence from sex is unrealistic. If you're abstaining from masturbation, a Jezebel spirit will tell you that masturbation is beneficial to you and that it helps you in these health ways. If you are walking righteously, living right, a Jezebel spirit will tell you that you're being judgmental, that you're being condescending, that you are being arrogant because of how you're walking and you're living.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. The White House is rolling out a new plan to provide a pathway to citizenship to hundreds of thousands of undocumented immigrants married to U.S. citizens. Black Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said the action is intended to ensure the immigration system is more fair and just. The program can potentially benefit 500,000 immigrants who have been living in the country for at least a decade. The Biden administration, however, is still calling on Congress to pass legislation to fix the, quote, broken immigration system. New York State is working with the city to shut down hundreds of illegal weed shops. Governor Kathy Hochul says the state has shut down at least 114 illicit pot shops since launching a coordinated effort last month, with Mayor Eric Adams, who was black, saying the city has padlocked an additional 400. Hochul says the state has seized at least 3,200 pounds of marijuana, worth $30 million just in the last month. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com, and I sell custom blinds designed for do-it-yourselfers. Unlike stock blinds offered at big box retailers, Blindster blinds are custom made for your windows and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
KBLA Talk 1580 is the fastest growing talk radio station in Southern California, home to 50,000 watts and an audience reach of 12 million listeners. KBLA Talk 1580 is a pioneer for black audio content, including our groundbreaking $2 million climate justice campaign and the most loyal, influential audience. According to an independent research study by the polling firm Aviterus, for the second consecutive year, KBLA Talk 1580 is the most trustworthy, reliable, and credible news source for black audiences and beyond in Southern California. Let KBLA Talk 1580 power your advertising dollars. Our omni-channel custom marketing solutions are specifically tailored to connect with your ideal target audience. We leverage audio, podcasts, streaming, digital, social media, and local activations to get your message out to the black community. Get in touch with our advertising team today at advertising@KBLA1580.com. That's advertising@KBLA1580.com. KBLA 1580. We've got your black.
To help combat climate change, LADWP is helping neighborhoods have better access to electric vehicles by awarding nearly $130 million in EV rebates to customers just like you. From big savings on used EVs to building new charging plazas, LADWP is charging ahead to help all Angelenos experience the benefits of EVs. Get rebates of up to $4,000 for a used EV and $1,750 for a charger. Learn more at ladwp.com/EV. That's ladwp.com/EV.
We asked seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your Senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 855-613-7080.
Hey, LA residents, it's planting season and the perfect time to get shade trees growing around your home. LADWP and City Plants are giving every resident up to 7 free trees. That's right, 7 free trees delivered right to your door. Trees are great for the environment, help improve air quality, and can help you save on your bill when you use less air conditioning to stay cool indoors. Learn more at ladwp.com/free trees. That's ladwp.com/free trees. Tips to help improve your credit score in 2024. Establishing credit is an important key to achieving financial health, but building a credit history from scratch can feel challenging since you need credit to build credit. First, what does it mean to build credit? All consumers have a score between 300 and 850. You want your score to be as high as possible as lenders look at your credit score to make loan and credit decisions. A good credit score shows you have a track record of borrowing money responsibly. Remember, it's never too late to build or rebuild your credit. This segment is sponsored by JP Morgan Chase & Company.
Happy anniversary, KBLA!
And they wondered if a black talk radio station would work in Southern California.
Y'all did it!
Well, KBLA Talk 1580 toasts its 3rd anniversary on Juneteenth, and you're invited to celebrate with us.
Hey, Travis Smiley, y'all the bomb!
All you have to do is go to KBLA1580.com right now and sign up. Admission is free, but mandatory, and space is limited. Once we reach capacity, we'll have to cut off the online registration, but it's open right now.
Oh my God!
So don't delay.
Thank you guys for doing the best at what you do.
Log on to KBLATalk1580.com right now and register to join us for an afternoon of good music, good people, and good vibes.
Happy anniversary.
Wednesday, June 19th, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. We will provide the food and drink, but be sure to bring your low-back chairs, blankets, and your personal picnic baskets.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Let's celebrate 3 years of being the most trusted, credible, and reliable source of news and information.
We love you, KBLA.
We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we're black and stride again.
Black and stride again. Happy anniversary.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hi-hat. 808. J.
Ready?
Let's go get 'em.
Come on. I used to run bass like Juan Pierre. Now I run the bass hi-hat in the snare. I used to bag girls like Birkin bags. Now back B.
Boy, you hurtin' that.
Brooklyn Bay, where they birthed me at. Now be everywhere, the nerve of rap. The audacity to have me with them curtains back. Me and B, she about to sting, stand back.
Baby, seem like everywhere I go, I see you. From your eyes, I smile, it's like I breathe you. Helplessly, I reminisce, don't want to compare nobody to you. Boy, I try to catch myself, but I'm out of control. Your sexiness is so appealing, I can't let it go. I can't get over you, 'cause everything I see is you, and I don't want no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja vu. Know that I can't get over you, 'cause everything I see is you, and I don't want no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja vu. Things that I know can't be in my dreams.
Hey, Tony Gassins here, popping in. Now, yesterday I did a video about, a Jezebel spirit. Now, when you read about Jezebel in the Bible, it's much deeper than the surface level of what I was talking about. I'm more so talking about a seducing spirit and labeling it a Jezebel spirit, not talking about, we think of Jezebel as a woman in a red dress, but this seducing spirit can also be on a man. And we call it Jezebel spirit, just like we say soul ties. Soul ties is not actually a word or a phrase that's in the Bible, but it's kind of speaking of when the Bible talks about when you lie down with someone, you take a piece of them and they take a piece of you. And so if you come up with a phrase or a term for that, it would be soul ties, meaning that this is a transaction. And so when you think about this seducing spirit, this happens both ways. And I talked about it because I see a lot of men marrying women with a seducing spirit. And at the same time, you will see women marry men with a seducing spirit.
Give me this. Listen. You better listen to me out there. Don't let a woman seduce you away from your purpose. Don't let a man seduce you away from your purpose. See, oftentimes when we hear the word seduce, we go right to the connotation, right? What it means, sex, and we go right there. Oh, it's sex. No. Sometimes you can be influenced away from your path. Don't let somebody come in your life and move you off your course. See, sometimes wounds want to be taken care of before you take care of business, before you take care of the work you were sent here to do. Sometimes the wound wants priority, self-care priority. Come in here and rub on my hurt for a little while. No, because you don't want to heal. You're going to go back to hurting once I take my hands off. You want another session. You're not going to heal up and be gone. Here we go. Tonight's topic is so rich. Do you see the juxtaposition and the correlation between a Jezebelic spirit, which isn't just a woman, it's a man as well. There's no gender for it. A man can have a Jezebel spirit just like a woman can. And the Ahabic archetype, the Ahab archetype. A woman can be an Ahab archetype, and a man can be an Ahab archetype. But do you see the correlation between narcissists, covert narcissists, and codependents, or SLD, self-love deficient? Do you see how many of the Jezebelic adjectives and descriptors are actually describing what modern day psychologists call today narcissism? And the more covert they are, the closer they are able to get to you. Applying the archetype of the Jezebel to relationships will lead to a lack of accountability. It will raise questions about the impact of one-sided loyalties, betrayals, and the erosion of trust and integrity. How do power imbalances and manipulative behaviors contribute to the breakdown of accountability in relationships? And I used to say, when I see unidirectional blame, I know I'm talking to a child. A spiritual child. There is no unidirectional blame in a relationship. It's always bidirectional. That's how you know you're talking to a spiritual child, when you see unidirectional blame. I did nothing. I said nothing. I contributed nothing to this. They're at fault. They're wrong. That's Jezebelic. Let me get Mimi from Jacksonville in here. Mimi, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Hey, Zoe. Hey, everyone. Let me just start off by saying I'm coming in as my fuller self in a serious, serious way. So no sexy kitten tonight. Sorry to disappoint.
Okay.
This is a really great topic. And when I heard you say what the topic was, I immediately thought, for me, if I have to learn how to do a Grigori or learn how to do spells to get or keep a man, that's just way too much for me. I realize that happens, but that's just not who I am. And you have touched on the Jezebel and the Ahab co-spirits. As you know, as everyone knows, this has been going on since the beginning of time. Men want beautiful women, and women want successful men, generally speaking. Men with a higher socioeconomic background tend to be drawn to beautiful women and beautiful women. Exactly. So I wanted to get deeper into this consensual co-Jezebel spirit. If you're going in consensually, knowing who you are and what you want, is it really a Jezebel spirit? I mean, has that just kind of canceled itself out?
I love the question. I think that's what relationships are, agreements, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you agree, to be, the resource prophylactic for a Jezebel spirit, I guess it's okay. You agreed to that. You consented to that.
Both people.
But not every contract you sign is a good one, especially if you can't read the small print.
Okay.
So I'm not, you understand? I'm not against people who agree to be in those type of relations. If that's what you want, then there you have it. But you still have to remember, whatever you agree to, there will be positive and negative consequences. We always think because we both agree that it's positive consequences from here on out. No, there are going to be some negative ramifications from that agreement as well. And you're going to have to be able to adjust to that too. So if it's co-consensual, great. But whatever side effects, spiritual side effects that come from it, you're going to have to own that too.
Here's my part too. That's not the kind of relationship that I want. But I see people, and, you know, we all subconsciously have done it. So if we're going in, this is the opposite, not knowing that we're doing it, you know, is that a bad thing? We don't know that we don't know that what we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We're going into it.
As Truemonger just said here, Truemonger, listen, when you're dealing with spiritual contracts, they answer to a higher court. Do you understand? And spiritual agreements can be sued by the higher court. Don't let God sue you because you're off your course. Don't get sued because you done signed a spiritual contract that isn't necessarily for you.
Okay, I agree with that. And earlier, Attila was talking about Shaquille O'Neal and Shawnee O'Neal and everything. And I'm sure that some of these celebrity men, not all, want beautiful women, intelligent, blah blah blah, and the beautiful women want successful men. I mean, I guess that's a form of gold digging. I'm sure it is. So we talked about that earlier, right? As long as it's consensual, it's okay. As long as you are ready to deal with the consequences, it's fine. Correct?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
He got a cute spirit. Just keep going. Go ahead, Mimi. I'm listening.
And I just, it's tough because I want to go in honest with my future partner. And you always talk about, how did you put it, not having expectations. But I still have some kind of expectations. Is that realistic? I mean, I don't want to go in blind. Is that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
No, I hear exactly what you're saying, and you shouldn't go in blind, especially blind to yourself, your lower self, the self that needs help. Don't be blind to that when you're walking into a situation. And if that part of yourself is getting irritated early on, that's where your focus should be. But oftentimes our focus is on the other person. Let me maintain this sweet, demure, disposition because I don't want to run them off. That's not being your true self in a relationship. So yes, you're supposed to have some expectations, but you know what makes expectations really good? When they're loose and flexible and pliable. When the expectation is rigid and concretized, it's going to create conflict because you have this black or white approach to it. It's either this or it's a deal breaker. And that's how people don't know how to grow together. Sometimes you'll find if you have a scalable set of expectations, that guess what? You can grow up together and the expectations you started with can start to look like produce in the refrigerator that you haven't used. Starts to go bad. You can take those and throw them out. We're different now. We don't need these. Do you see? But many people hold on to them damn expectations tighter and are more committed to the belief and the expectation than they are to the person. The person is a damn tool that is supposed to deliver the outcome the concretized expectation asks for. You got that?
I agree with that. And I just want to say this. It's not right. It's wrong. I know it is. And I don't believe this. But racially speaking, black women,
Wait. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Lord have mercy. When we come forward, we're going back to Jacksonville.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
When you're young, life is full of choices. Don't let opioids like highly addictive and deadly fentanyl take away your life with just one wrong pill. Addiction is a disease that can affect anyone at any age. But there is a choice to get help for this disease. Find medically proven treatment options, including virtual, at choosemat.org.
Have you been a victim or witness to hate or discrimination? Contact the California vs. Hate hotline to report the incident by calling 833-8-NO-HATE or visit cavshate.org. They'll help you access resources and support, including legal, financial, mental health, and mediation services. California vs. Hate is not affiliated with the police, and you can report anonymously. Use your voice. Report hate by calling 833-8-NO-HATE or visit cavshate.org. Res Radio 91.3.
Oh, man. Looks like Bobby needs a ride to the airport again.
Grab the keys. Who's taking Auntie and her friends to the swap meet? Grab the keys.
How about we drop these boxes off at Miss Johnson?
Grab the keys.
Whether you're giving rides or hauling gear, you're all about getting things done. So do it all in a Chevy SUV. From the versatile Equinox and Sporty Blazer to the roomy Traverse, our lineup of SUVs will carry you through every adventure. All you have to do is...
grab the keys.
That's how we do. Head to your local Chevy dealer, where well-qualified buyers get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Malibu, Colorado, Blazer, Equinox, Trailblazer, and Traverse limited models. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
1.9% APR for 36 months. Monthly payment is $28.60 for every $1,000 you finance. Example down payment 15.8%. Must finance with GM Financial. Some customers may not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 7/1/24.
Linking social justice and climate justice all year long.
We're unapologetically progressive.
KBLA Talk 1580.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Bring the beat in.
Hey, my playlist is my co-host. You gotta know why I play Beyonce. Because Beyonce gets villainized as a Jezebel spirit. You know how many people on the internet talking about her being in the Illuminati and the devil worshiper and Jay-Z? I had to play Beyonce tonight. I don't personally believe that Beyonce is a Jezebel and all. I mean, but that's what they say. So I said, you know, it'd be a great playlist, the Beyonce playlist. You know, Mimi, please give me your final thought. We got one caller after you, so I'm gonna need you to keep it brief.
Oh, why do black women always have to be flexible and the other women can do whatever they want and snatch up all the black men? I have those thoughts sometimes.
What?
That's it.
Yeah.
I know Andy will say something, but it's okay.
I think you prepared that for Andy to say something. Because Andy, he did look at me like, what? What? Okay. I'm going to do a whole show on that. Can you send me some questions?
Yes.
Do that. Okay. Now thank you for bringing Jacksonville in the building. JW, South Central Los Angeles. LA is in the house. Come on, let's do it.
Hey, bro, I just got back from the Paris Smiley Climate event.
You
Anyway,
enjoy
here's
yourself?
my point. Yes, I did, and I was highly informed. But here's my point. This is a real-life, true-life story that just occurred recently. My cousin passed away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, his wife is so controlling with that narcissistic mentality where she excluded the whole family, his family, from the funeral in reference to pictures that would be in the program. And normally you would have pictures, of family members, in the program, etc. Now, my cousin, which is the sister of the brother that passed away, have issues with the wife. Well, actually, the wife is the one that's controlling and narcissistic and domineering and restricted the whole family on his side, his family, where when the sister wanted to make arrangements to get ashes for this little small urn that you can hold the ashes in that wear as a necklace around your neck, that's the new trend, right? The wife bought a large urn and prevented my cousin, prevent the sister from even having ashes at all, plus not even no photos in the program. So they're controlling, domineering, and restricting your mate from the family because you control and domineer and you imprison them. Plus you have that mentality, I'm all right, the world's all wrong.
And that's what you went through.
That's what my relative went through. Yeah, but it made me think about how that Jezebel spirit or controlling or narcissistic mentality can domineer or control or restrict or deny or you rule over, imprison the other person.
Man, I appreciate you for calling in and sharing your insight, brother. But men do it too. Let's not forget that.
I get it. I get the point. I understand human nature, human beings. I get it.
Yes,
Trust
sir.
me, I understand.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
anybody can have that mentality, I'm all right, the world's all wrong. Male or female.
There you go. There you go. Hey,
all right.
J-Dub,
LA's
love you,
in the
man.
house.
LA is in
Good
the
night.
building because of JWA. Again, I start the conversations. It's really up to you to finish them. I never purport that I am 100% right about anything. I just want to engage in meaningful conversation, and I want us to arrive at a better place, at a better understanding together. I say this at the beginning of the shows. I'm going to start saying it at the end of the shows. These shows are not, it's not a monologue. It's a dialogue, and it's a dialogue with the nation, and I want everybody to participate. We got to have these types of conversations. They're going to be difficult, but hey, let's continue to have them and let's continue to grow up together. I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. You'll catch me tomorrow with another slapper. Deuces.
Freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need